axe to deal with the supports and the planks at the entrance, a spade and bucket to clear away fallen earth and free up the entrance. Everything's ready for escape whenever needed. The Roothards really left nothing to chance. Fuck, that's deep. I wouldn't want to fall down there. What do we have here? A ladder? In an escape, it'd be enough to pull it up, and that'd leave any pursuers stuck. Just hope it can hold one attacker. Damn it, that's cold. What's this door doing here? Could it be another of the Roothards' tricks? But if this beam is dropped onto those cleats, no one would break through in a hurry. I reckon with this, any defenders could hold off their pursuers for quite some time. This will come in handy on the way back. This looks like it could be the wall of the Malashov cellars. There's no going back. This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this. This is going to take a while.
And Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us.
Bavag will deal with Odard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter. I sent spies to track him down, but they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Otto? Kuttenberg is ours. Sigismund has the reins firmly in his hands.
He's got fuck all in his hands. Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas, clear the way for him to the imperial throne, and take the Bohemian throne for himself. But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation. And now, the glorious Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damned truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas. Then Sigismund, and now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us?
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, he incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left to plunder. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do?
We've got Cabon. That'll keep Hanush and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir alive.
Jobst has Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and Jobst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own two hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ, hiding a betrayer. They are rich. All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You're learning fast, young man.
Keep the gate open. A horseman, sir!
Hanush is out of the game. The Kuttenbergers are taken care of, and we'll catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Graces, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that yourself, sir. The captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
What? That's not possible. That's a lie.
It is true, Lord Toth is dead.
Who? Speak!
The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
I swear, by everything that is holy, I will find that whoreson, and I will rip out his heart!
Jesus. What's with that boy?
Sir Istvan was like a father to him. We better go. Bring the horses!
Shame about that dog.
Lord von Burgall
Luck
had
was
to
on my
leave on
side.
important
Now to
business
find
for King
Capon
Sigismund,
and get out
and
of
he
here.
took a small escort with him, so the garrison is slightly weakened now. So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get the whip.
You got it, Conrad.
Jeffo, I'll send Hyman to the gate. You'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications.
All right, Conrad. I'll get right on it.
Bran, run along back to the guard. Get some sleep.
order. Enemy in the fortress! Enemy in the fort!
Fucking nice shit.
Who's supposed to be keeping watch or polishing the armor somewhere?
Conrad sent us to keep watch here.
I think you're just holding up. I'll ask him first thing tomorrow and see what he tells me.
We're on Conrad's back ever since he yelled at you last. So what do you say we help each other out? We'll all work a bit
I feel a little sorry for her, with nobody taking her seriously around here. She's some third-rate daughter of some lord from who knows where, so she was actually quite lucky that old Otto took a liking to her. The thing is, everybody knows where she comes from and treats her accordingly.
Bloody hell, old Otto? He'd have you whipped for that.
You're right. I better keep our lord out of my mouth.
What is happening?
Who are you?
Quiet. If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Good God, Henry. What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Well, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Aretso. At your service.
Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
Of course I have a plan. I got to the fortress through a secret passageway.
C'est magnifique.
So far, the garrison... We're lucky von Burgov left the fort, so I'll take you to that passageway. We'll get to the forest not far from here.
Formidable! I call that an elegant plan. So,
Wait.
Well, it's just a passageway.
You can forget about. I'm not going through.
What the fuck?
Let me repeat. It's.
it is not chivalrous, c'est vrai?
Fuck chivalry now. That...
Well,
Fuck your opinions. I mean, we'll all suffocate in that passageway.
What's gonna fall on us, damn it? It's completely safe. So stop acting like a madman and let's...
I'm afraid. Ever since that tower fell on me in Nabokov, and I was stuck, there has to be.
Have you come up with something?
What do I know?
un moment.
Yes?
And what about horses?
I think there's a couple.
Très bien. That will be enough. But I think we could get there. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone. Just like I escaped. It may not be the best plan. It was not back then either. Time has passed. The fortress is quiet.
That's a wonderful plan. But we need.
Exactement. To have a proper piece of steel in my...
Thanks, Henry. I feel better already.
A nice piece. Merci mille fois. Now...
Good work, Henry.
I'll go ahead and scout it out.
And how will you let...
Well, the stables can be seen from the entrance hall.
Agreed.
But you must be absolutely certain that the way is clear. If you have any...
True. And if we don't hear from you...
Précisément. We can...
Right. Got it.
Brabant, keep watch by the stairway. I'll go to the window and wait for Henry's signal.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
Why's that?
You are younger. You have better hearing.
You said you once discovered a dozen English spies, so you can surely handle one stair.
horses are here. As soon as it's safe, I should give Cape on the signal. Well, that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side.
Enemy in the... Enemy in the...
Huh? What?
Givole! That sounds like a fight! Huh? Hey! A fucking murder! And I know that bloke! Fucking enemy in the... Oh!
What the?
What's that? Huh. Strange. Enemy in the fort! What? What the? What's that?
Not yet. First, I have to get Sir Hans to the horses. The horses are here. As soon as it's safe, I should give Capon the signal. Well, that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side. Not yet. First, I have to get Sir Hans to the horses. Not yet. First, I have to get Sir Hans to the horses. Not yet. First, I have to get Sir Hans to the horses.
Admit, mes amis, the last time I have had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France. Oui, monsieur, you're surely brave, and fortune favors the brave. Free at last! Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service, mon brave Henri. And I have an excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after you.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name is Vauquelin.
Vauquelin?
Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vauquelin... would you mind if I just call you Brabber?
Brabant. En.
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not tenant in any art of conversation. But at least you have courage and other skills. You carried out the entire operation truly brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
What self-pity, damn it? I was locked up for days in a tiny stinking room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's troubling you, Sir Hans?
What do you think? It all turned to shit again, and I ended up in captivity. I'm thankful at least that Hanush won't have to pay von Bergov a ransom for me. I'd never live that down. But I'll still have to listen to another lecture from him about how useless I am. Or do you have a different feeling about our Trotsky mission?
True.
Not everything went according to plan. Actually, almost nothing went to plan. But at least I finally got revenge on Istvan. That Horson got what he deserved. Believe me.
My Christ, you got Istvan! That's welcome news. No one will miss that fucker. Nice work, but I don't think that'll help me much with Hanush.
Jobst is hatching his plans. Soon we'll kick Sigismund out of this country, and I think the bold Sir Hans will still have a chance to prove himself.
Mais oui! I must meet your Jobst de Moravie. I have some clever ideas about how to strike against Le Roi Sigismund.
Yeah, you go and chat with Jobst. At least I can get good and drunk in the meantime. We should spur the horses on. God knows, they might be hot on our heels. Yeah! Christ, wounds. Such destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war. It's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps, several hundred groschen.
That's not what I meant, Bacalin. No fortress. Maybe one fortified courtyard. Practically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. To strike in the rear, make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. However, wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening. Yeah!
this pair of scoundrels.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy. Word reached Rat-Eye that you, Pat. I'm glad to see you both in one piece.
It's best if Henry tells you. I wasn't around for half of it.
No sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon, we made camp by a pond with the intention of only we were ambushed by bandits in the evening.
And how did you?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though.
And the bastards treated...
But you did get into Trotsky.
Von Bergov received us, and heard it. We even helped him out several times. It all came out after we set out with von Burgov's men to deal with the band.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive.
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Went.
Well, I'll be...
So von Burgov has been the real enemy all this time.
Shishka. He's the captain of the...
I think you'll meet...
What impression...
he's an interesting fella. Handy with a weapon, but it's best to keep a fella like that.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again, but if only it didn't have to be in Rapors.
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's... If fortune favors us, the future...
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Hey.
Like how in the devil...
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble.
Ulrich Favak? But he...
Well, he won't be for long. If it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky...
It seems you've been pretty...
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Burgov in Malashov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important...
He picked a nice time for it.
Can we go to Rabors with you? We could certainly...
I wish I could say yes, son. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabosh and try to worm your way...
What? How can I get in?
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try.
I hope that assembly, if Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes...
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long face. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in...
If I come back and find you there under lock...
T'inquiète. I will go as well, and I will not...
Hans? Who?
Vaclin Brabant.
He was a captive of Lord von Burgov's, like me.
In that case, he'll be a...
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching Sir Hans is...
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion.
He'll manage it, but now we really need to...
Safe travel.
Adieu et bonne chance.
And to you. I ought to go and see Rosa when I'm in town. No doubt she'd like to know how it went with that book.
Hail!
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa.
Well, did you get it sorted out?
Gleich bei dir. Grüß dich. What do you...
Show me your way.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen. Was wünschst du? Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
How can I help? I'll have a look at the web. Maybe next time then.
Best wares on the market. Come and take a look. A fine day for some fine wares. A fine day for some fine
Excuse me.
Come and take your pick.
I'm thinking of buying a rowboat, or maybe a punt.
Take small, round up things. Come and buy some new
for the time?
My God!
enough to go around. Anything
Show me your ware.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Fine wares here. Quality merchandise.
Pouches.
I can't travel anywhere now. I can't travel anywhere now.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Fine pictures. Just come and take a look.
Knives! You have a kind master, eh, Matt?
How's your arm these days? Don't even ask. That bad? The last time we did...
Careful.
Lob sei Gott.
So,
Yeah. It is to a large extent your doing, Heinrich. In token of our thanks, recognition and Freundschaft, I wish...
My word.
You have earned it. Do not lose...
You can count on me.
And that is not all. Listen well. I also agreed with Friedrich that we offensichtlich, as I promised you, I can teach you the art of sword fighting from... I show you Meister technique of handling Langschwert. Arne learned a lot from me and mastered also. He has much to teach you.
The art of sword fighting, you say?
Alles. Langschwert and other weapons. Meisterschläge.
I'd love to learn from you.
Good. I am glad to hear it. We can... Do not be proud. Be modest. Pride will come back to haunt you in Gefecht and in life. And since you are in our Bruderschaft, I will teach you one echt Meistertechnik.
A tourney? That's...
Genau. It will be by the walls, near to our Fechthalle. One time each week. Always, if you want to join, come to mir. I write you down and tell you more. It will be good practice for you, and you...
Thanks for everything, Menhart.
Good. One last thing. If you are in need of a bath, take care and consider taking a bath, eh?
You said you'd teach me...
Ja, genau. Get ready. It is called, first, you attack your opponent's head. If he blocks your strike, attack his face, as if you were trying to stab him. If he deflects your blade to the side to defend himself, if you do that in an unexpected direction. Come, let us practice. Und? Es ist doch gut, oder? May it serve you in good health.
I'd like to learn a new...
Ja, natürlich. If you are interested in Ringe, this is blow from back of...
That sounds...
Ja. After a hit von rechts, you lean into next attack. But it is only ruse. Instead of this, from the linke Rückhand, you go directly geradeaus. Verstehst du mich? Und jetzt? Come. Und? Es ist doch gut, oder? May it serve you in good health.
we practice fight?
Ah,
A practice fight.
what weapon
I'll go for a...
wählen Sie?
Take a short...
Gut.
Let's go.
So los. Just give me the word.
Death! Ugh. Ah. Ah. For glory! Taste my steel! For glory! Ah! Wait! I surrender! Ah!
Oh, Dummkopf!
Ah! Ah!
Huh. Huh.
Die, you wretch!
Huh.
Pech gehabt, Arschloch! By God's will, die!
Yield!
For the cross! For glory and carnage, die!
Sacra.
Braver Köter. Was willst du?
You said you'd
Ja, genau. It is called first, if he blocks your strike, attack his face, as if you were trying to stab him. If he deflects your blade to the side to defend himself, move your blade around his and cut his. If you do that in an unexpected direction. Komm. Und? Es ist doch gut. Oder? May it serve you in good health, mein Freund.
I'd like to.
Aber ja. Braver. Pfui. Wasch dich.
You said you'd teach me some kind of.
Ja, genau. Get ready. I will show you as it is called oben abnehmen. First, you attack your opponent's head. If he blocks your strike, attack his face as if you were trying to stab him. If he deflects your blade to the side to defend himself, move your blade around his and cut his head open. If you do that in an unexpected direction, come, let us pray. Und? Es ist doch gut, oder?
I'd like to.
Ja, natürlich. If you are... This is blow from...
That's up.
Ja. After a hit von rechts, you lean into next attack. But it is only ruse. Verstehst du mich? Und jetzt? Und? Es ist doch gut, oder? May it serve you in good health, mein Freund.
I want to enter that tournament you meant.
Great decision, Heinrich. Als erstes, let me explain.
Right.
We have 3 Disziplinen. Die erste, Sword and Shield Combat. Then gibt es noch Long Schwertkampf is done in light armor. You will get all the equipment you need for the tournament, including weapons. Keine Sorge. You must use it during...
Of course I'll return what I borrow. But what if I want to use my own gear?
Not in the sword disciplines. Everyone uses the same equipment, but in free combat, the last discipline, everyone uses their own weapons and armor. You can participate in all discipline Or just and behave during the tournament, yeah?
Thanks.
So,
Sign me up for the...
toll! What discipline will it...
I want to fight with a sword.
Na schön.
I want to try free combat.
Na schön.
That's enough from me.
Pay the entry fee, and we are done here.
Here are the groschen.
I look forward to seeing you. May Lady Fortune be on the day of the tournament. Go and see Friedrich Kummel. He has the honor of running the... Or you can wait here for the tournament, as you...
When is the next...
There is still some time to go. More than 5 days.
Good dog. Good boy.
Shoes here! Shoe repair!
Just
repair
drop it, will
while
you?
you wait!
Gossiping about it won't do anyone any good. Sure nobody finds out. Never know.
Nice and slow.
See you later. Will you go?
Same to you.
Whoa, whoa. By the way,
My favourite book.
as I wandered through the fortress, and there it lay.
You really found it.
I read a bit.
What did you...
Why don't you tell me what you find so...
Well, let's say that I...
And who is the author?
That's on purpose.
You wrote it.
Look, you've never thought...
Me?
How should I know?
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy.
My pleasure.
How should I...
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas.
Both?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. I'll take careful notes of...
Well, being...
Why not?
You mean I have to think...
You don't need to. But try...
about,
Well, what interests you?
Well, I know a priest, but he also...
Well, let's see. A priest is living...
They thought he was... They liked that he didn't...
I can just see it.
They're hip...
Aren't you playing advocate?
Oh, but they can't. And then they lecture...
What if...
What's this?
If Father... But at least...
Well?
Not yet.
What?
A picture, especially...
What?
Do you know how a priest gets ready to pray?
Well...
Well,
fine.
your suffering is over. So what about that story about...
It was pretty obvious that you wrote...
Really?
Well, I'm not sure.
I'm not that good a storyteller in person. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash...
Oh, it's pretty, really.
I know, but otherwise, I think we...
Well... And for that matter...
No beating around. Please do stop by sometime. Perhaps I can show you my...
You said you could...
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned...
Very well then, Lady Know-It-All.
That depends on what you're interested in. Or if you prefer actions instead of work. But I warn you in advance that it will not... So...
Maybe another time.
Tell it to the bird.
Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale. But what do they say? Pay, and you shall be forgiven. Have you stolen? Pay.
Something's missing. Well, never mind. I thought something was going on here.
Hold your horses. What are you barging in here for?
I'm going to see Sir Ulrich Vavak on a most urgent matter.
As usual. Hurry then.
And give my greetings to everyone.
Excuse me.
Come and shop here! We've got enough... for everyone!
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall.
Hold your horses. Actually, I have a...
You've come to...
Call it what you like. I need to get into
the assembly. The one key...
Surely you wouldn't deny me a...
Don't try that on me. And tell...
Well, I just want to climb the sun.
Could you not choose it?
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position...
All right, all right. If I get you into the council, you'll behave, and that will be the end of...
I must have misheard you. Our business will be over when I pull your head out your ass.
All right, Jesus. No, you can get into the council assembly relatively easily. He's roughly around your age, although not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Kulda. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve. Otherwise, you will...
What will I need?
Fast feet and good manners.
Excuse me?
Do you think you can serve the king in a torn...
Well, no.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without...
Where can I find the cook?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron E...
What would work on him?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do...
I'll be going then.
Just make sure we...
Wanted to break in here, did you? Oh, what did you... Charging in here for? The best wares on the market. Come and take a look.
Huh? Greetings, friend.
God bless you.
Bless.
Excuse me.
We're getting married tomorrow. Diabolical.
Kiss my ass.
Good day.
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take
finest work. I nearly left my fingers on the button.
Pervert and a disgusting man in all ways. Gather round! Come and take... Look, this shameless wretch likes to expose himself to women and
Horseradish!
pleasure
Delicious
himself.
horseradish!
He would lie
Come and get some wonderful...
Well, I don't...
Greetings.
Surely you can wait a while. Here you are. The finest fabric.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. And you impatient...
You must be Franticool.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at...
I am. What?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put...
Look here. It's not like I'm all that. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine. Why would you want to stick your...
I want to see the...
Why's that?
See, I heard talk in this alehouse that King Sigismund has been in Hungary the whole...
What are you,
No, really?
Look here. Either you came down...
And the tavern too!
I just have to get in there. I have an important message.
But why would you want to...
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it.
I see. To begin with, you'll need... Look here. Do you have any idea what's...
Of course.
All right. No need to get... Show the confirmation to the head butler.
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Oh, the main thing is, don't lose it before the...
Thanks. I won't disgrace you. I promise.
You better not.
Canvas. The softest linen canvas. Come and buy the finest
I'm
canvas.
sorry. Store's closing. Last chance.
Last chance. Fine wares.
Vegetables.
Good doggy. Good boy.
The priest mistook her for a toad. Stop it, brother. Now you know my brother. I'd love to take her for a ride.
How long has it been
Nice
since
fun I brought for you.
Dead.
Line could
So
tell.
be it. But if it ran
See that bird looks with him.
I'll whisk her away.
Gelobt sei Jesus.
still haven't been repaired.
Not only have they not been repaired, people have installed.
Do we have anyone on guard? It starts with the walls, but soon enough they'll be cast.
so that if the city decided to turn against him again. Good day to you.
I need to eat and...
If you have the... And for how long?
I'll just stay...
Very well.
Agreed. Here's your money.
Agreed then. Your bed's ready.
I apologize.
Have you got anything to eat? A jug of wine, thanks.
I better not forget about that council assembly.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Oh, you poop.
I can't help you now. Come to me when I'm at the town hall. I can't help you now. Come to me when I'm at the town hall.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
You silly doggy.
Our esteemed councillors and swordsmen's fraternity will soon start the city tournament. Come and watch, or better still, come and make a name for yourself in combat. You can register at the festival.
I went to see my brother and talk about the inheritance.
Hands off the door, all right? You're not allowed here.
The city council will be
Sorry.
convened soon.
And he's always threatening.
Better get a move on.
Church.
Franta cooldown sent me.
Franta's not coming.
He got poisoned. He's writhing in agony.
Oh, that's enough. We can't be without a waiter. So, have you got Franta's... Sure. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along... You don't want to be dragging a load if you're on... Everything as it... Do you know what your duty for an inexperienced Greek...
Well, I'll happily live.
I should certainly... Now listen. A good waiter should stand... In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls, you'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one, white Tokai, or red monastery wine. What? But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not... When he drinks, he
disrupts and makes trouble. We can't allow that.
All right. Sir Adam of Zorjitz.
And if the king himself wants wine, you...
Remember who wants what?
That too. But more importantly, and in general, a good waiter has to be...
Oh?
Well, yes. But only to what anyone wants. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can... But you'll manage it.
I know everything I need.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a...
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons.
There are the pictures of wine.
Unversüglich. Our current Waffenarsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
Monastery wine.
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil,
Monastery
used that
Raid.
thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten
I'd
this
like
is.
some monastery wine.
The
Refill
Dry
my cup,
Devil
boy.
is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight?
Monastery wine. Here.
The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Sorry, sir.
Der König and
Orders
his
from
army
above.
will not
This
be
is
here
unbelievable.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then?
Pour me
We're
red wine.
sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
Red!
Right,
Am I speaking in
But where
Latin?
can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory, and the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Waiter, get me white.
Same thing. I'm sorry, sir.
So, the
Orders from
cleanliness
above.
of the city
This is
not
unbelievable.
what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right,
Is everything
Shiro.
all right?
No.
But a woman named
There's
Betty has
nothing
showed
to
up
do
on
about
Uprink.
it. Come
Wants to
closer.
repair the baths that used to be there.
She's a protege of Maresh. Her efforts are commendable, but I don't think she...
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me. A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out... He'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Certainly. And they can get
Where
leeches
can I
there.
find this?
Use your eyes and come around.
And can shave and take a you know what.
So what? Going? The baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death?
Can't leave here with
A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the bath, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time. It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all.
Who's
If
Silver
you finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
Waiting for?
A trifle.
So,
Do you ever
did you
walk
fuck?
the streets here? Sewage,
I did.
Not so loud. And now go back to...
Citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nars's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know,
I fancy some
Sigismund
Lakai.
absolutely
Refill
hates
for
him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage.
Lakai. That's
Ulrich,
the wine.
what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be
where's my
deceiving
wine?
me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard,
Hey,
true, but
where's
in
my
this
wine?
case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated.
Why?
I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us. Unbelievable. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it.
Boy,
Let's move
I'd
on.
like some
I'm
wine.
sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth, Ulrich?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Sir, those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened,
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts?
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want.
I'd like
I
some
suspect
monastery
the gentleman
wine.
from the
Refill
city
my
sword
cup,
fighters
boy.
brought this custom to us.
Which wine?
It's now run by the
Monastery
German
red.
Menard. Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker. You act like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof. We're not some old fishwives in the marketplace.
So you will just leave it
Come
be?
now,
Common
waiter. I
offences
wanted
are
red.
punished by the bailiff. And that's that.
Hang around me.
There are
Vanish,
more
you hear
pressing
me?
matters to deal with.
More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards are apparently settling accounts their own way. We'll soon be the laughing stock of the whole town.
You can rest assured the whole town is already laughing at us all day long. So what if they have one
Everything
more
in
reason?
order? My words exactly. The town council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no one is left unscathed.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot I can't just get up and walk.
I'd soon be out of customers.
I really...
A fine servant.
We're like this. Why waste our time?
Since years, the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to make a oil mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off
You there,
supposed to work
lad.
in the city under siege?
A cup of bread.
Besides,
Don't you
I get the
skimp on
feeling
me.
there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance,
I
that
apologise,
you'd
sir.
like to have your own
Which way?
quarter there?
Ed!
So
Am I
what if I
speaking
would?
in Latin?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me. You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by
Okay.
that bunch of
And a
ne'er-do-wells
full
from
cart.
the alehouse on Obrink.
What
I
near
apologise,
to
sir.
wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of
Okay.
course.
That's the
People
point.
from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten.
Good,
What
sir.
do we have to discuss next?
Good. Now run along.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azon al-Juchek Össe, Alegiop Katolaikat, Ishkelkinek Utra.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this plan of fives!
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too.
None of that.
Who knows? Maybe that...
You know what? Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest...
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, though, maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home.
I wouldn't be too... What do you plan to do now, Uriah?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches.
Have you...
I'll leave that to the older and wiser.
Who's that French?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows every... He's got more fairy tales than...
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly...
How does it feel?
What can I say?
Or, until you be...
No fear of that in my case. Wine, women, and...
Dear me. But I suppose I'll have to introduce...
Indeed you should. After all...
Oh, don't start with that.
In that case, you should sound out
Good day to you. And with you. Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect it. I'm Godwin.
Peace be with you. Neither...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. And we are both a little... I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical corps, and this is...
We would rather not be here. Why did we have to come here, Sadie?
Because we all... And why would it...
Are you here to arrange...
We have more... The situation in the... You have men and...
Why are you telling this to a Koimer?
Everything in good...
Did you come to lend money to the Lord?
Not to lend, but to give.
You don't even know if you can trust them.
You remind me of my young friend...
Henry. That messenger...
You know each other.
That would be him. We did not get up...
I reckon the two of you would hit. For a young stripling, he was supposed to become a blacksmith.
Wait, from Scarlet's?
Aye, that's right.
I knew of someone.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is...
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one.
And that was...
Why? He should have taken care of me.
Don't make hasty judgment. At least, none of it. He took in Henry and raised him as his own. Henry's real.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry...
Enough. I'd rather have it...
For that, there was...
Good health.
L'chaim.
Greetings to you, friend.
I'm glad you finally accepted my invitation.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin.
Baron Vauclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my... I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also...
My word.
Mais non! And...
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. How did you end...
Ah, and only lot...
That needs some...
Oh, misère. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farm hands. Do tell me about it.
My last big battle.
I've heard of...
Aye. And it was there I decided...
Then, what are you doing here?
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And
you wouldn't by any chance know that...
Which one do you mean? I spoke brief.
You say you're a poet? How about a...
Jamais. This poetry, I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
How come almost...
I am operating as my great benefit is there. Everyone knows my name.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess. Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as it... And to yours. I would have expected a bit more. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry. By the way, I'm John of Lichten. It's not a thing I've ever boasted of. I have my sword. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could... Was that so? Indeed. And... It depends. A little delicate. I expect we can agree that Jobst's... And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the... Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace. We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army. If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp... but Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't... But he can't retreat either. And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back. For the plan to work, we need allies. We just need negotiators who... Are you saying you... More like in parallel. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win. Why are you doing? Because I want to put a stop, and also because I'm happier with Wentz's. You've got an interesting... You're certainly not the first to tell. I'll help you. I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Hamann Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on us, meanwhile... What if it doesn't? I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean slow... But why me? Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You and your friend Henry are similar in that there aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people.
Certainly.
Wojciech of Kunststadt.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates. He doesn't play the big game because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up...
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a cut?
He still is. The only one. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Gutenberg. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds.
Anna of Waldstein.
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her.
A male affair? So Anna is holding back and behaving like an... But don't trust appearances. She's got...
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's...
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to... There are wicked tongues that claim and that it was thanks to her.
I'll get on it then.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is up.
Success to our plans.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
I'd like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as...
Ha! Even better. But you won't believe it until you...
And you might not believe your eyes when you do... Well.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave.
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize
for interrupting our conversation? Or just...
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanu.
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat. I got him a place at the Archbishop, only it wasn't long. And then I find out but he took his boozing and whoring along with him.
Try saying it again a little louder.
You have the impertinence to show me your...
You're
Me? Exaggerating? You're a horse wandering around.
Oh, actually, but maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime.
You're
I can't dishonor someone who has no...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults.
We've never met, and we have no...
You've got no other option. Gentlemen, I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires.
Out of the question. And he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God...
You want satisfaction? Suit yourself, then. We'll fight.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now...
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher...
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back. Did they teach you that in the seminary?
Otherwise, the first strike will put you on your arse.
Not bad for a priest.
Look at
Who
my
taught you
eyes,
that?
not at my sword.
That was sneaky. What the fuck was that? Did they teach you that in
You
the
don't
seminary?
know which end of that thing is up. Swing your whole arm, not just your wrist. Cover your right side. You've got a gap there I can try and talk through. What's wrong with your legs?
I'll fucking pay you back. Enough. How God. Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked, and you ought to know yourself.
Why?
So father would be, only he'll never be satisfied.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son...
When I was 6 years old, he wouldn't talk to me for a week.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me...
Only 3...
I always wondered who you...
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. But now...
And that's why you want...
I can't talk.
So we're all allies, but only from here to here. After your encounter with Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure.
All right, then. It's a nice idea.
Only no one's going to pay for one.
Alder's got some clout.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're at. Leave Alder to me.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime.
You're start.
Greetings, friend.
G'day, g'day.
Trying to do one thing and one thing only.
What? Sir Butcher,
A man hardly puts his cup. Jobs comes up with a plan as full of...
On the contrary, I've come...
Does that improvement include a few thousand...
A few thousand men at arms, only in order to get them.
You've got my attention, but not...
Are we not on the...
We are, but an alliance is of no use if it doesn't also...
Of course.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after. I can't risk it all in a...
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the...
My guarantee is called Yet. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another...
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable...
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who yet...
I believe
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient.
How about...
He's a yup.
To good health.
He may be young. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the...
If he gets it. Right now, Hanish... On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation. And Hanish... Maybe it's not...
So...
You're selling the skin of... First, I want a confirmation.
And what if...
I don't care what the young... If he agrees, I'll be...
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice.
Greetings.
Again?
Sir Hanush,
You do?
I've gained...
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those...
On the contrary, it's Bocek the elk.
Could start? How the hell did you...
Well, there's one little cat.
Out with...
Lord Kunstad has a niece. So...
Hans Cakeball. Godwin, you connive...
Oh, fuck.
I don't... But so, young Hans... If you're sick, I'll make sure that...
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa.
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word.
Cheers!
Cheers to you.
But it's all worked out.
Sir Bocek, your niece Yivka.
So Hanush agreed.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill...
Thank you.
Enough formality.
Cheers to the beautiful lady.
Here's to a good...
May I have...
You? Anytime, unlike this.
Godwin, we didn't have much...
With pleasure, sir.
I'll drink to that.
God be with you. No, there's something I'd like to...
God be with you.
Your diplomatic...
No beating around the bush, eh?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need
to muster an army that Margrave...
Christ!
I should say so. All sorts of... Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to...
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty.
You manage large estates. In return for your generosity, we offer you protection.
I've managed quite well up to now. If you want me to support you, you must give me a...
Do you have something in particular?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the...
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him...
And these...
My relatives somehow dug up some trade...
You were dealing with the...
They were not the enemy at the time. My
And the paper...
Just insignificant document.
Have you fallen out?
No, no. Alder is innocent in the matter. They're disappointed that... And the fact that I'm
All right, I'll help you.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the... Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorin's...
Look at that. A nightingale surrounded by hawks.
What brings you here?
brings you here? What? Greetings.
Aren't you a bit...
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered?
God forbid.
But not really.
Shall we roll some dice?
Well, all right. I'll wait at the table.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
G'day.
Like this. Here. My God! Oh, come on! Well, that's no great loss. You didn't have much anyway. That'll do me. Roll. Well, you're not afraid of anything. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Like this.
Greetings. And with you?
Alright, that'll do. Damn! Shit! Here. Like this. Alright, that'll do. My God! Oh, come on!
Greetings.
Greetings to you, friend.
If I was you, I'd take it. Here. Alright, that'll do. Like this. Finished. Your turn. Excellent! And the money goes to me.
I've got those papers from...
Quiet!
My lady, well, here they are.
You're more capable.
You're welcome.
As agreed. I will support Lichin.
Thank you. No.
Yes, quite. But let's...
How could I refuse a took?
And to the 6...
I'm still hoping it works.
Gentlemen, I think we can...
Is this?
Like I said, tell me.
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin.
Both of them. Good head.
This is going to be a long story, and I could use...
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. Yeah. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order in... And then I find out things are even more
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to right.
You've already said that.
We will put more guards on the roads, and we can have a few captured bandits.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismay? And how is it even possible that the rebellion against...
What do you mean, sir?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jews. Why haven't you done...
We don't know who is behind it.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter, and the city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have an...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see? All you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts, your debts will remain. Up to the last groschen. And while we are on the subject, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming...
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you...
Your Majesty, we can't...
Silence! How you're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better...
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of you. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps... But that is... You were given a few simple... But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors come. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between... You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city. And I want clear... And you answer only to me. Answer. The council is dismissed. You... Don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'll have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Marquardt. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Rabosch falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that...
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Sure. Margaret Lobster. Didn't he say that Lord Christoph was
to be the
gone,
name.
I couldn't. What? I left a long time.
And when those two go,
I'd like to drink a toast with so too touching. Come now. I never had truly.
Well, maybe once. The older I get, the worse.
See now. Only fuck.
I've got a tongue.
Well,
His lordship is so unsteady.
to hell with that keg slop. I had my eye on him all evening. and left the rest of us to drink cheap.
You can bet on it.
I don't doubt it.
About the girls? Or the piglet?
That was going with them.
So what? They left a long time ago.
Not sure. I swear to God.
Were we?
I have a feeling I've forgotten. I remember.
I'm filled with grief. The roast was calling out to me, begging to be used.
I drank many under the table. Even the notorious.
But I can barely stand. And to stand over that ditch, we just fall in.
At least you can swim while they eat.
See? The best thing we could do is stay right here.
Hey, Nick! Where are you supposed to keep watch? I cleaned the gate together. The sausages won't up anyway.
I would just call you.
Do you get it, Father?
Please, call me Rabbi. Okay.
At least you can tell by the name that the horse is immensely fast.
Have you ever thought about getting married again? It would make a lot of things easier for you.
And how should I interpret?
See now, just mispronounce the name, and we're not talking about a horse. Come.
Let's at least drink to your success.
And let's drink to the future. May have marriage.
That happiness.
Well, the groom isn't looking too happy at the moment.
Praise
Not a
the
bad
Lord.
one. But it's more suited for a ride in the woods or a hunt. And no use at all for battle.
The rat'll be good, I hope. Everybody likes a drop of white.
Now there's a piece of horse flesh for you, Ruthard. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of the fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. He wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Get him! Is that what you call fighting like a man? One step back! Stand your ground!
We'll kick their asses! Don't spare it!
I need help here!
Take another one.
Jesus! The surrounding Christian! He can't make it on his own! Go fuck yourself!
Cleric!
Haven't had enough yet?
Ha!
One
You
step
got
back. Stand your ground!
I'll beat you. Bloody old fucker! And now I'll smash your face! You're mine! Hey! I need a hand here!
He's had it! Strike! I'll be done with you in a flash. You got it! Back.
Go!
Whoa! Nice strike!
Slice him up!
You'll be fucking sorry!
Get ready to leave this life.
Not yet! Show what you...
That was...
A little too close. Did my eyes deceive me?
Godwin,
How did you...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to...
is everyone all right?
Well, some are. Some...
They captured Oda and punched that Andrew tart. And they took Alder and Conrad.
They wanted to slay the rest of them.
What about my father?
They left with Jobs long before that, but
What happened?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my... But only almost.
What do you mean,
I got there in time. Christopher tried to defend our father.
Old grievances aside, Odorin isn't.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek will have to wait for the other side's move anyway.
I tried to come as soon as possible.
You knew he was coming.
Markvar bragged about Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsh and
But he sees what...
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs run? Who else has to die before?
Tell us about it. We were next.
Well, not you.
Fuck!
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding...
What? Are you surprised?
Is there anything?
Definitely not. We'll treat the wounded, bury the... Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and...
If I survive the journey... Oh, God.
The king announced one more thing at the days.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people...
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he...
They're our allies.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to... Maybe Sammy will figure something out.
He's here too.
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as...
Anyway, we've got work.
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
You wanted to...
I did.
Just tell him.
What did you talk about?
We talked about your stepfather.
Why?
It's true. I did not. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? The thing is...
What?
Yes. His...
Why are you even...
I thought you would want to know.
I know what it's like.
You know, all my life, I thought now that I know, I would never see him.
I can tell you about it. This is not the end. Sigismund ordered conflict.
The king has a...
He's no king to me. He's a fucking
What's a...
That is hard.
Nonsense. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent, and all that with the...
This is what we were afraid of. We need to get back into... Will you come with us?
I have to tell Liechtenstein.
Go and...
When they are trying to raise an army. Hamish, why did we even come here?
Pull yourselves together, damn it. And prove that this alliance isn't just a farce.
It's easy for you to say. Your fortress is safe. Far away.
We have to take care of young Sir Christopher.
Good to see you both.
Oh, come on. They could well have... If it hadn't been for you, Henry...
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that.
Well, they killed Lady Anna of Waldstein and many other nobles. And they captured... Without them, we can hardly get the...
We'll figure out a way to...
But how? Get a grip. What? You're right. Well, nevertheless, I have to admit...
Actually, at Sigismund's council...
God's word. We need to get back to this. I'm going with you. Out of the question. You'll be more useful if you stay... Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel.
Samuel already knows.
In that case, I'm going with the rest of our people to Devil's Den. So don't leave me hanging. Stay strong.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here,
Bianca, What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having and I see instead of...
Well, the real massacre is yet to come. Can we borrow the wagon you were
But of course. I borrowed it.
Could you stop blabbering or... Easy, Ingele. And you, sir?
All right.
Well, I'll explain to you on the way.
Are you coming to...
Of course. Let's go then.
Boot